Berries are in. We're making blackberry, raspberry, blueberry jelly. I've already washed the berries and gone through them to make sure that there are no bad berries. Made sure the stems are taken off and that they're all clean. We use fresh berries bought from the store, and then I used the remainder of my raspberries from the freezer. When I had picked them, I washed them so that I could just put them in whatever I was going to make. So I did the work already. I'm going to start it off at a medium just to get them warm, and added a 1/4 cup of water. And now we're going to bring them up to a simmer and smash all the juices out. Now that the berries are simmering, we're going to go ahead and sterilize our jars. The berries are starting to heat up and get a boil on, and we're going to start mashing them a little at a time. After a few minutes, we have a good boil going, and we're going to start pressing them a little bit harder, getting more juices out. At this point, the berries are almost done. We're giving them a good smash to make sure we have gotten every berry. Now that the berry juice is almost done, we're going to go ahead and remove our jars from the heat. They are sterilized by this point. Now we are going to de-seed the jelly by straining it using cheesecloth to remove all of the seeds and any pulp. I did this step one more time before we added the sugar in to make sure we got all the seeds out. I am using a vanilla sugar that I make at home. I use vanilla beans and cut them in half and open them so that the sugar can absorb the flavor of the vanilla. This kicks it up to a whole nother level. Thanks, Dad, for showing me this tip. If I use all my sugar, I refill it right away. Add a few beans in, add your sugar, a few more beans on top of that, add your sugar, and a few more beans. And shake it all up when you're done. This is a really tasty treat in your jelly. The berry juice is now ready to have the sugar added to it. We're going to start it at a medium heat, add the sugar, dissolve it, and turn it up until we get it to a boil. The jars did end up cooling down, so I went ahead and just put them over the steam so they can heat back up. At this point, we added in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once it was boiling, we added in the pectin. We ended up using 6 ounces of pectin. And then you want to bring it back up to a boil. While it got back up to boiling, we stirred it constantly. Once it reached its boiling point, we let it have a hard boil for a minute. It's a good idea to set a timer, just in case. At this point, our jelly is ready to transfer into our jars for canning. We're going to go ahead and get set up so that we can fill up our jars. I do apologize, I apparently didn't record us filling up the jars. So we have the jars full and we are now cleaning them off, making sure that we wipe the lids clean so that no bacteria is going to get caught in it. Once we're done, we put the lids on, tighten the lids, but not all the way, and place them in the heat. And then we're going to drop that in. Now we gently place it down and we're going to cover the lids, making sure that they are submerged an inch underwater. And then we bring it back up to a boil. Once it's at a boil, we set it for 10 minutes. Now our jelly is ready to be taken out.
Can I get one of those, please?
Yeah. Oh, we got a pop on there. I filmed the pop. We have successfully made homemade jelly and canned it. It tastes so good and looks beautiful. We're going to let it sit, and once it's cooled, we'll check to make sure that all the jars are completely sealed and eat our snack.